Hi everyone, it's Jim again. I'm here to answer a few questions and specifically about expectations. So I've heard from a mom about Ask Jim, the most recent question, about expectations for what she could do with her 5th grade daughter. And so what I decided to do is roll everything together and talk about just expectations in general. So with school just starting back after a week off of spring break, there are many different things that are going to be going on in schools. Teachers have been working really hard, districts have been working really hard to push forward and create a plan that's going to meet the needs of all learners. So when I think about expectations, I look at that in 3 different ways. I look about the expectations for learners, for your children at home. I look at expectations for you at home as a parent. How can you support your child? And finally, I look at the expectations that schools and school districts and specifically and teachers have for your kids. So with the changes that have gone on with us not being able to be in school, we have to look at time. How much time is your child learning? The expectation for young learners is if a child is in kinder or 1st grade, they're learning between 30 and 45 minutes per day. That is math and reading time. When we look at 2nd and 3rd graders, that's 60 minutes a day. And for 4th and 5th graders, that's 90 minutes a day. And again, that's in the areas of math and reading. So the more math and reading that your child does, the better that they'll be able to stay on track and work on the core principles that are being talked about, that the teachers, your children's teachers, are bringing to you and sharing with you. So then when we look at students in general, all students are being given the same information. When we talk about special education students still will have the opportunity to engage with the same kind of principles, that reading and math, as their peers do, but special accommodations, of course, will be made for those learners. I know it's been a difficult time because you've been waiting to find out, what is this all going to look like? Well, believe me, there's been a lot of work done by teachers, individually, in groups, in schools and in districts to make sure that your children are getting what they need. I know, again, you've been waiting, but the answers to your questions are coming soon. I know that over the next week or so, curricula will be shared with you, information will be sent home to you in whatever way that you're able to access that information. If your child receives special education services, there of course will be accommodations that will be made for your children. So again, when we think about expectations for children and for parents and for teachers, we all have high expectations. We all want to do our best. Just remember, parents, you're not teachers at home. You're not the classroom teacher of your child. So please make sure that you give yourself some grace and a break and make sure that you're finding out as much as you can from your child's teacher to make sure that the IEP goals and process is being followed for your child. They're receiving everything they possibly can in this different approach to learning. I wish you all well. If you have more questions, please continue to ask Jim. Thank you.